I'm not gonna do that every stream. All right, my bad, y'all. I am just getting everything situated. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Mukamura Sama, the creator of Psychic Homie. You don't know what Psychic Homie is? You're about to find out. All right. Music. Hopefully my Apple Pen is charged. Alright, someone. Alrighty. And if you're in the chat and can't see your own chat, I don't know what that is. If you can message somebody, message me on Instagram. I can sometimes I can only see certain people's chats. I didn't see your chat. Not because I'm ignoring you, not because I blocked you, nothing like that. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Music starting. Am I good? Did I get some? Do I need something to drink? Okay. Hold up. Let me see if I posted to. Let me see if I posted to. Welcome. Had a long day, y'all. I wouldn't even really say long day, but kind of draining. A little indecisive about it. But it's all good. I'm here. I showed up, and that's all that matters. Just know I'm getting back on track. Just know I'm getting back to what I need to do. Just know that I'm taken care of. Put up, if you would say. That kind of sounds crazy, but yeah, I'm good. I feel like lately I've been very nitpicky about shit. I just accept that things may not happen the way that I want them to happen, and that's okay. But who are we drawing today? We are drawing Devontae. We are drawing Devontae today. So y'all are gonna see him in his new, I would say updated. He just looks a little bit better. And I'm gonna try to do something with perspective. And something that would look cool on the collage I'm gonna do. So that's really why I kinda chose that. But we will go back to, the Psychic Homie next stream. Hopefully. This stream and the next stream, probably just after that, we'll go back to hockey. And I kind of cycle through the pod until I feel like drawing somebody new. We'll see. I don't know how many characters we're going on this collage. We'll find that out. Kind of waiting for people to roll in. looking up on the site trying to figure out how long this type of boat.
違うのはカラーリングだけじゃないわ。所詮0号機と初号機は開発過程でプロトタイプ、テストタイプ。訓練なしのあなたなんかにいきなりシンクロするのがそのいい証拠よ。これこそ実践用に作られた世界初の本物のエヴァンゲリオンなのよ。テストタイプね。
I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. That whole part of that song was crazy. For real. This is gonna be covering this anyways. I'm sorry. I also still want that line to be there. Okay. So now we got what the hair's gonna look like. If you're talking, if you're joining this and you're talking, I can't hear you. Or I can't see you, my bad. I can't see chat. If you've been chatting this whole time, I don't know what it is. If you can DM me on my Instagram or whatever. I don't know why. I'm new to this Twitch stuff, so I don't know how it works at all. Saying something I can't hear you perfectly. But for some reason I can see other people chatting. I'm locked in, I'm not gonna lie. I've been locking in. That was so unnecessary to try to do that, but it kind of was. Like, I kind of needed to do that. No, don't worry, no worries. Let me move the chat box. No worries whatsoever. Came at your own time. I wasn't trying to rush to get, you know what I'm saying, to be on. I was kind of like, let me take my time, let me eat, you know what I'm saying, before I really get into it. Appreciate showing up. I'm grateful for that. See, that's what I'm saying. I can see the chat. But Vaughn, if you're here long enough and other people come in here trying to see, and if you can't see their chats, or if you can see their chats but I can't, let me know. That's what one of my homies said last stream, that he was talking. I just didn't see it. It wasn't easy. So yeah, today we're drawing Devontae. I think yesterday I said we're gonna draw Hakeem. If I did, I lied. So Devontae, YN himself. Kind of doing it with a little perspective as well. Perspective change. Just to kind of make the look of the collage look cool. Whenever that happens. what I call this. I be so like, oh, I'm so an artist, or I'm such a fucking genius, or whatever. Like, I created my own, like, nose, or, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I call this the F nose, like, because it looks like a F kind of. But, yeah, I was just, like, really shooting my own horn when I first started drawing the whole thing. Yeah, it's no different. Give a blank stare, like he's motherfucking the main character to fucking what is it called? The main character to Weak Hero. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Give him that fresh lineup. Appreciate it. Thank you, Art by Vaughn, for pulling up as always. I gotta give a special shout out. Make sure y'all check out Radiant Lotus. I was about to fuck it up. Let me not fuck it up with other people here. Yeah, Radiant Lotus. He's making his own manga and it's dope as hell. Definitely check out the link. Read it. Share it. Copy it, paste it, you know. Let me lock in. It's a hairline, real quick. I'll fix this in a minute. Your attendance check did not happen. Not supposed to. No, that's the intended effect. It did not there. I'm like not even really explaining like I always draw a star right here for him. That's like his main thing. Trying to do a little X star, star, that's the cheek. Taking it up. Perspective. I think I did a good job. I mean, it's not like my first time, but horrible with. Devontae with me. Oval Eyes. Mexico City actor. Character on it. Same shit forever. Remember I first watched it. Okay. Alright, just need to fix the hair. At least the puppies. I'm telling you. Yeah, Devontae is he's a crash out. He's a certified crash out. Like when he gets serious, don't fuck with him. Yeah, don't fuck with him. Like, he'll crash the fuck out. A little break. Just a little. See, look, I look up and it's 47. Like, I'm gonna just start doing 2 hours. There's other shit that I sketch on here too. So we're not even gonna start putting time limits to this shit. We're gonna just keep going until, you know. I know that's a little irresponsible, but I just look at, like, when I lock in and I'm not worried about the time. Like, that's kind of what happens. Like, does he look like? I feel like his chin should be like just broad or something. Like, find out how to do that. that's annoying. We're gonna have to. I know I'm gonna regret this. All I was trying to do was move the eyes, but I'm like, you know what? Nope, I messed up again. I forgot what I even was moving the eyes for. I got lost in the sauce. Trying to get the right layer. That's why I like too many layers. thing that I didn't want to do. mistake as well. Maybe that's just what it's supposed to be. Maybe I'm still trying to figure out who I am, Hakeem.
Yes, I would love to voice actors.
Now that looks pretty. Man, what if watching this stream? I'm not gonna lie. Wait, I was about to say 2 hours. Not yet. This looks a little awkward. I had to like move the whole thing pretty well. exciting as well, kinda. I think I did it on accident. Guess, yeah, that's what he would look like in that pose, I think.
違うのはカラーリングだけじゃないわ。所詮ゼロ号機と初号機は開発過程のプロトタイプ、テストタイプ。訓練なしのあなたなんかにいきなりシンクロするのがそのいい証拠よ。これこそ実戦用に作られた世界初の本物のエヴァンゲリオンなのよ。電気タイプね。
Yes, sir. Oh. I'm gonna add more Devontae. My bad. I'm gonna add more Devontae, and then when probably at the end of this whole, I don't know, maybe day 15. I don't know. When I get further along, I'm just gonna have things that I've drawn in the past. Like, maybe I'll do like every 2 weeks. I'll just have every thing that I've written all in one day, even if it's one character, kind of like a character sheet. I think I might be able to do one more. Finish this one. This will be the fourth video. I might finish this the next one, you know what I'm saying? My back. My back. fourth quarter, I had to draw a body. This one, I'll get more detail on it. Just so I like know, hey, this character. I need to get a better, I need to start a GoFundMe so I could get a gaming chair. I could draw all day in that shit. I got this weak ass shit. Weak ass, like regular office chair. Yeah. Look at man, boy, that shit up. Nah, but Devontae, I'm gonna talk shit about my own character. He's actually kind of like, in a way, designed to be hated. Like, he is like Sasuke. Like, I don't think Kishimoto's like, I'm gonna make this character, but like, he, in a sense, like, I want people to have the same reactions that I've always had, or that I've always seen people have when they have the Sasuke. It's like, you know, no one really like most of my friends like Naruto, but they don't like Sasuke for some reason. And Sasuke is like one of my favorite characters. So I'm like, I want people to be like, oh, you know, not hate him, but like kind of in a sense how people were choosing sides. I can see him on this Sasuke. Yeah. He's kind of like people choosing sides. Like, and I don't want to say like he's like out for revenge, right? Like not like that. He's just in a sense of Sasuke's function, or what his function end up being, is that I want people to kind of be like, not undecided about him, but like a majority of the fans are probably going to be like, I don't really fuck with him. And it might be the complete opposite, but the way I designed him is to kind of be like, if your favorite character is Hakim, like, you're probably going to be like, Devontae's a little bitch, like, why is he always doing shit to him? Like, if you're really like choosing like that. I want people to feel that way, like 100% about him. And in a sense, he's like I think I brought this up last time. He's like the basic anime. I don't want to say basic anime character, but the basic shonen archetype to like design-wise, not how he acts, but how the character design is. It's like if you go and look out there and see like what black anime creators are making, like it's besides the hair, that's one thing, like 100% no one else can do. I just gotta give credit where it's due. But like, and when I mean hit by hair, it's just like literally this part, like all, like no one does that. It's specifically, at least before me, specifically like with his like fade, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but to me he is just like that basic like main character, lead male character of an anime show, in my eyes at least. Like, he was supposed to be the main character. You know, like the meta lore and how like I've been like, you know, coming up with a story. You know, at one point Hakim's story and Devontae's story, there were two completely separate stories, going to be two completely separate series. And so what I ended up doing was like making them one, and it's just like, yeah, like, you know, if I could talk, if me and Devontae could really talk like actual, you know, him coming out of the story, he'd be like, yo, I'm supposed to be the main character, what the fuck? Like he would feel like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, not that I have a thing towards him, it's like I do, like, the way the story goes, I do feel sorry for him in a sense. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? But like, when it comes to like action scenes, when it comes to just like, you know, visibility, whatever, like he's up there. He's nothing short of like, you know, not gonna be cool. You know, if you like him, you will like him. You know what I'm saying? If you understand his character, you'll like him. But yeah, to me, that's how I see him. I'm just like, yeah, he's the character that should have been. But like, you know, realistically, like he gives main character energy for sure. Devontae gives secondary main character, and Terrence the third main in my eyes. So I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, that's why I'm like, as I started getting their design better, I personally feel like, and I'm gonna do my best to make it feel like Terra is like the main character. Devontae, you know, spoiler warning, you know what I'm saying? He's the one who gives Hakeem his name, the psychic homie. That's what his importance to the story is. Like, when you realize that the story is all about how everybody meets the psychic homie, then you realize how like everybody's kind of important to the story, and like and Hakeem's the reason why, because he's the psychic homie, right? So it's like, yeah, I want to do a better job at doing that and making her very important to the story and giving her visibility, all the while kind of sidelining, you know what I'm saying, Devontae, but then like I do it in a good way to still give him, you know what I'm saying, that story. You know, I'll just talk about some of the things that are gonna happen. Like 100%, there's gonna be a point in time where the focus will be on Devontae. And that's like the best way I can say without spoiling anything. Where like he actually feels like he's the main character, kind of like Sasuke. But like, what I want to do with it is like give it like an A and B type of story more often than not. Like, I feel like with Naruto, maybe due to restraints, maybe due to like restraints in animation, for whatever reason, I felt like, man, that'd have been tough if we got to see like everything Sasuke was doing. You know what I'm saying? While he was like outside of that, and that's what I aim to do with Devontae. Is like, you know, there'll be points in time where like he may not be like physically there, but in spirit, and you know, that's a play on words too. In spirit, he will be. You know what I'm saying? In spirit, he will be there, literally, which is funny. But then physically, he'll be somewhere else at certain points of the story, and he'll focus on that. I'll do the same for Terra actually as well, but look, there's a specific plot element that I don't want to spoil that will allow me to like focus on all three of them in a very unique way. You know what I'm saying? I think I told you about it, Vaughn, you know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, he's probably the only one that really knows, some of my other homies, but like close homies, but that's something I don't want to reveal until the series actually is out. But for the most part, I do a good way of cycling and making sure that all three of them seem important to me. And that's kind of how I really see them, is like, you know, in the last stream, I was explaining why, you know, how I feel like I'm all of them. Like, I feel like, you know, in some ways, they're all parts of me, or like, you know what I'm saying, different versions of me. I see them, all three of them specifically, as one character, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Like, they're the vehicle, they're part of the vehicle, I would say the engine of the show, you know what I'm saying? Then you have Rohan and you have Professor O, and they're like the whole vehicle, if that makes sense. So all five of them are extremely important. I would say it would, to a lesser degree, with Rohan and Professor O, but Devontae, Terra, and Hakeem are like hands down the most important. The core of the show. So I'm like, yeah, it's when I tell myself in my head, I'm like, alright, that's how it works, that's how I see it, you know, and I know things that, you know, I'm not really explaining well to the audience, but I'm like, when the series comes out, you'll see that, alright, he's kind of his own, he's kind of in his own he's in his own world, in a world. That's like the best way I can explain it. Like, Devontae's in his own world, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in his own series. Like, within a series. Is Professor O that one? Ah! Hey, yo, chill. Yo, the Silver Fox. Yeah, that Professor O is Hakeem's dad. You know what I'm saying? He is a Silver Fox. You know what I'm saying? He puts that shit on. Or that's someone else. I'm thinking. Nah, Professor O. Oh, he said. Yeah, Locks. No. All right, that's Rohan. I'm tripping. That's Rohan. Rohan is the one with the locks. You said that. Hey, I just drew him that way. I'm sorry. No, that was the dude you're talking about is Rohan. And I'm gonna draw Hakeem and Devontae one more time, and then you know what I'm saying I might try to get him into the material somehow. But if I do it with all the characters, that would be kind of cool. I might have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's Rohan. He's related to Terra, and he kind of has like a tragic kind of background. Devontae, man, you're asking the right question. Devontae looks up to him. You know what I'm saying? Devontae like admires him in a sense. I don't know if anyone's seen Gurren Lagann or not. Oh, gotcha. So Professor O is that dude with the beard. Yep. You know what I'm saying? With the full beard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Professor O, but Rohan is the one with the locks. Yeah, Devontae looks up to him. You know what I'm saying? In his gallivanting as like a YN in the streets as a degenerate is like I have to say I'm not gonna say Rohan was a degenerate to all degenerates, but like he was respected where he's from. In the streets, literally the streets. And he's been, and Rohan is known to be on the blade. Rohan knows what the blade is. He had to explain that to Devontae. But yeah, Devontae looks up to him. Literally, that's funny how he's looking up. That's how he literally feels about. Okay, I remember him now. That's the confused though. Hey. Oh shit! They both fine as fuck. I just drew them that way. I can't help it. That's just the way they're drawn. Yeah. So he looks up to him. He wants to be someone like him or be revered in the streets like him. And yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like all three of them to me are main characters, and that's the goal is to just like make shine in them all because I'm like I like them all so much in their own individual ways. Devontae was like my first the stories kind of, Hakeem I didn't even really have, I just had his powers. Like when I thought of Hakeem, I was like this character's gonna have this powers, he can be part of his own series or whatever, but like he's gonna have these powers where he can like move stuff with his mind and like he has these like orbs of power or whatever. That's when I thought of Hakeem, and I like drew him maybe like a little after, I'm not sure, but I know Devontae was like, oh, I have a story for him, I had the name, and like, he's part of the Stoners, you know what I'm saying? The Stoners original characters, that was like, the series I had brought up in front of my friends or whatever. I was like, hey, let's make an anime or whatever, right? And he was the main character to that, you know what I'm saying? And then I like, alright, I changed the story up a little bit, figured out how to join the whole thing and make everything one thing. Yeah. So he has a special place in my heart for that. It must have been the original entry that came and took. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, if you know the meta lore, you're just like, oh man, like I understand why I don't like that he just doesn't like the Hakeem. Like he hates this nigga. He's just like, yo, like not only do you be like have easy access to my crush, the one that I love, the one that I'm trying to make my wifey or whatever, like. I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're taking all the spotlight. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the story should have been about me, and now it's all about you. You're the center of everything. Like, you're the mascot. You're the face of the whole thing. The series is named as, like, he has this deep reverence for, like, he hates this nigga because he's just so annoyed with him. And it's not even really that they don't even believe in the same thing. It's not that they, it's not that they don't believe in the same things when it comes to like spirituality or like what conspiracies or whatever. Some of their things like are similar and like parallel each other. but it's just like he just doesn't like this thing. It's like, coming from you, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you. I don't like how you're close to Tara. I don't like how, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're forcing me to go on this journey to like look at myself. Like, you're forcing me to look at myself, and I don't like that. He loathes Hakeem. You know what I'm saying? If you ever hire him, it'll be totally understandable. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? That is something I got from Kishimoto Sensei. Like, damn, you took this dude's entire flow. You know, he stole the show. That's what I like to see. He's literally stole the show. Like, you know what? He just fits it. You know what I'm saying? He just fits the series and the name down to a T. And so I'm just like, yeah, it was the most marketable. And then when I understood like what I can create marketing wise between them two and this girl at the end of the day too, and I'm gonna make that, you know, I'm gonna play around with that. Just know that they're strictly platonic for the most part, but I will play around with that because I want that tension between Devontae and Hakeem. Like, it's not it's about the girl, but it's like more than that. But I'm like, he's angry. Like, it seems like Hakeem is pressing the buttons, and he low key is. And that's why I'm like, that divide. I want to create that divide, like where some people are going to be really riding with Devontae, and some people are really going to be riding with Hakeem. And then you have the fans that are in the middle who are just enjoying the ride, which is Tara. And like, all those fans are just important as the people who like are super standing each side. You know what I'm saying? So I like I said, I got that from Kishimoto-san. Like, he just, you know what I'm saying? I was so enamored by that duality and like seeing both perspectives. I'm like, I want to do that more now. I want to make it to where you really get to see how this guy thinks and like get the inner monologue. And you got that with Sasuke, but like, I want to just do it like more introspectively, heavy on the building. That's exactly. So as if you're seeing through Devontae's perspective, you'd be like, you know what? Yeah, like, why the fuck is this guy being all chummy with the girl that like I've been trying to get like my whole life, you know? And it was just, and she's going to him, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like, you know, there'll be times, cause like I said, Tara is she's her own individual. Like, she can date, she can find other people, you know, she can be interested in other people. So it's not like they're locked in from the jump. Their relationship is kind of in turbulence as well too, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's the main love interest, but I want to play around with other contenders as well when it comes to that. So that's why when I said earlier, I was like, I feel sorry for him, because I'm just like, damn, like, this has to happen to you for you to grow. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, they might end up together and be better for each other. So that's like the kind of trinity of the group. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? This is good. I'm saying, like, I've been working on this for so long and had plenty of time to think about like what's gonna happen, especially when it comes to the character design, like when it comes to the character design in relation to each other. You know, there's a reason why Devontae has hair like this too, like with the cylinder. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because, you know, they're related by blood or anything, but like it runs deep. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Rohan. They're specifically related, and and when I say related, like I said, it's not a blood thing. What I'm gonna make, it's more of a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? I hear the passion from that you're speaking, so yeah, you're working on something truly new. Yeah, I'm saying, like, man, like I said, real life experiences. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Real passion, for sure. Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason why every part of the character is the way it is. You know, where even when it comes to Hakeem and Devontae's design, he's more rounded. In Devontae, like, in a sense, is more rigid to me, at least. Maybe not with the hair. The hair is a little bit more fluid, but that's what makes him unique. I had to give him something that made him unique. but how I designed them is like square. When I first started this whole stream, I drew his face with I made sure to draw his face with a square, because that even ties into their powers. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Hakeem's powers and what I've shown so far, they're all about spears and crystal balls, basketballs, all these things. Like, he has a jersey on. It's all something having to do with something spherical. When it comes to Devontae, it's squared. You know what I'm saying? I actually have shown his powers. He has earth-based powers. So like, he has the power to manipulate earth, and I don't want to say all matter, but like, let's just start with earth, right? He's able to manipulate earth, and the way he does it is like architecturally, like, so he might summon a box, he might summon a square, or like be able to construct things in like different type of like shapes, but mainly they're all rigid shapes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was saying, like, when it comes to the design, he was designed to be a specific way. I draw him a box every time. And Tara, you know, you can kind of see it in her face. It's more triangular, you know what I'm saying, or diamond-like, but it comes to a point, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of her action scenes are gonna like reflect that, you know. She may not necessarily be summoning like pyramids or triangles like that, like, you know, she might not, she can do anything really. But when it comes, like I said, all three of them are based off shapes, is what I'm trying to say. So you have Devontae, square, rigid. Tara's kind of like that too, but like triangular. And then Hakeem is more round, like a circle or sphere. And it's that way for a specific reason, you know what I'm saying? You can put all three in one, like, you know, you can put I think, I'm not sure. I know you can do something like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, whatever shit. I've seen that shit on I don't know, I've seen it on the internet. But I just know that all three basic shapes have like something to do with each other. Maybe it's like this, and then around it. I don't know. I just know that when I first saw that all three of these shapes had something to do with each other, I was like, okay, I'm gonna base those things off of my main characters. You know what I'm saying? And I guess like if this was a fucking, you know, controller, then, you know, Professor O and Rohan would be the X somehow. I don't know. I just throwing some bullshit out there at this point. Nah, but seriously, they were all three based off those shapes, and their powers are, well, at least when it comes to the extreme ends, Devontae's powers are based like that. Hakeem's powers are based on the spherical. So it's like I said, it goes all the way down to the character design, how they look, and all that shit. That's why I give him block eyebrows, literally. Like, I'm like, all right, well, his eyebrows are just gonna be blocks because I want to draw his face really easily, just block ass eyebrows. And I liked Bushy Brow from. That was another. I was like, I'm gonna give him Rock Lee's eyebrows. So yeah. So yeah, when it comes to that, that's really how it all kind of like started building, layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. It's deep. I just went through your face so I can remember. I got it. Professor O, forever spitting. Yeah, speaking of Professor O, except for sure. Hey, when it comes, it comes. Whenever you get it done, hey, I appreciate it either way. I'm sharing that shit. I always fuck with the fan art. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Professor O. You're making me want to draw him now. Not gonna lie. You're making me want to draw him now. Oh shit. Yeah. So Professor O, that's Hakeem's dad. If you were here in the last stream, that's his dad. You check my page. He's the one with the glasses or whatever. He has the same type of like stylish haircut that Hakeem has. His story is also tragic. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because it's like, you know, I do this thing of like parallels in a sense, but I don't have a middle one for them. Like, but when it comes to Professor O and Rohan, Professor O, I don't, he's kind of like a dad to everybody, but in a sense, he has a different feeling. Like, it's like if Professor O was a dad of everybody, like he's a dad of the group, then like Rohan would be his oldest son. Not for us designers, give him Men in Black type vibes. Like, you know, he works for an organization similar to Men in Black. But yeah, he sees Milzo, or same character, but not really. But actually, if they are, I just can't reveal why I call him that, but just know that he also was called Milzo. Milzo is his street name. Let me just say that. It's like Rohan, aka Milzo, which they call him in the streets. But if you hear me interchange Milzo or Rohan, they're the same character. But Rohan is like the oldest son to Professor O. He's like the dad of the group. And they have like a special relationship. In a sense of like respect, because you know Professor O is a grown-ass man and Rohan is a grown-ass man. So, and they both, well, that's what I was trying to get to. They both have a tragic backstory. You know what I'm saying? All the characters kind of have a tragic backstory in one way, shape, or another, but them two specifically went through a lot. I want them to. It's because like. They're the epitome of like what I've seen, you know, African American men go through. Not even just African American men, because it's like Rohan is the idea of that for African American men, whereas in Professor O is like, hey, I am a foreigner in America. Like he's from a specific, like, you know, because my series is based in reality, so it's like he's from Africa. So it's like him being from a distant land and coming into a new land and trying to adapt. It's like I have both of them to represent like the adulthood of that. You know what I'm saying? Milzo is part of me. You know, in a sense, I'm kind of like Milzo. I'm Nigerian American. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell my dad this. I always whenever I talk to my dad, I'll be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Nigerian, you know, I'm repping that all day. Like, I appreciate where I'm from, but like, I grew up as a nigga. Like, I'm a nigga as well. Like, I'm American. I'm Black American. I've been around those people, and I've been around people like that, and that's how I grew up. So it's like I've kind of stuck between both worlds. So it's like I have to represent both of them in one, at least how I perceive it. I could be wrong, and I could depict it wrong. This is just how I perceive it. You know what I'm saying? To the best of my abilities in a both good way and a negative way. And it's the same thing with Professor O. It's like the faults of, you know what I'm saying, that type of heritage, that type of cultural background coming into something new. And even going back, I plan to go even further back to talk about like the ancestry of like, you know, slave owners and, you know, the slave trade and all that other stuff when it comes to Nigeria specifically. Those are things that I'm just kind of like spiritually trying to like connect with everything. But that's just kind of how I see both of those characters. It's like, all right, this is how I see my dad. This is how I feel like I would be like if I was a dad. Rohan is like, this is me. You know, this is what I've seen. This is who I am right now. You know what I'm saying? And then trickle down. I already explained Devontae, Hakeem. I can say Hakeem more. Damn, we almost 2 hours in. Don't even feel like it. For real. When we hit that, we're gonna try to get to that 2 hour mark because I know I've been yapping. But yeah, just to finish off, like Hakeem is, like I said, he's like my childlike wonder of all of those things. He's my childlike wonder of like, you know, where he comes from. He's super into spirituality and super has like flight of mind. Like he's always wondering and interesting about things. He also can get serious too, but he's always fascinated by different type of cultures, spiritualities, and backgrounds, and being a psychic. You know what I'm saying? He never, as a psychic homie, he can deal in all, you know, spirituality. At least that's his aim, and learning as well. So that's kind of how the series works, and that's how, at least from my mind, how the whole entire vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch Day 6, like you got a big ass lore dump today. Like today was like probably the biggest lore dump ever. You know what I'm saying? Especially the meta lore. This is like behind the scenes, how I'm thinking about shit, how I'm, going about the series. Like if you want to know about Psychic Homie, it's this episode. It's this stream. You know what I'm saying? I would say episode when it comes to YouTube. So yeah, if you've been hanging around for the last hours or so, you made it this far, you're tapped in. You're tapped in. But yeah. So it's like, now I'm having more appreciation for all my characters, man, because I'm just like, man, I see them as one big happy family going on this spiritual journey together. They're going on the journey with you, and it's dope. And I will say this, well, not to discredit what I just said, but there are things that are shifting. Like, if I had said something that you may have felt like was a spoiler, you know what I'm saying, in regards to certain people's stories, just know that, like, they're shifting. You won't really expect it, at least in the first part. You gotta, I'm planning on doing a lot of different things. Like, one thing I want to do, at least how I see, my career or whatever, if I could make a short story anthology using the style, using my style, you know what I'm saying, but just different. Maybe they'll have the same names, but they won't necessarily be. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Alright, bet. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing, is like, alright, let me just do a whole bunch of different short stories about the neighborhood and like have these major characters play a role in it. You know what I'm saying? And like Hakeem will kind of like go through the neighborhood visiting each person. Maybe there'll be a story with Devontae and it'll go a certain way. Maybe it'll like slightly tie into the next story with Tara story. Maybe slightly connects with Rohan's, and it's just an anthology with those characters in it, but they're kind of playing different roles or whatever. I can just have fun with it, kind of like, kill off characters if I want to, and do that for a while, you know what I'm saying, because I am heavily inspired by, creators like Junji Ito, I think that's how you say his name, you know what I'm saying, and, because these are, like, I have other characters, but, like, these are the characters I know how to draw, like, crazy, you know what I'm saying, so that's why I'm like, I want to focus on them to make sure that people who are invested into my series, like, hey, these are the important characters, and everybody else who missed it, they'll understand it when it happens. So yeah, I want to do some anthology shit. I remember 100 ghost stories to read or something like that. To write, I forgot what it was. 100 ghost stories, something. It's about kid reading off ghost stories or whatever, and it's like an anthology. I want to do something like, maybe not 100, but like I said, an anthology series before the main series comes out. I would like to do that, like some side stories or whatever. And if I can keep doing that, as well as have like a main running series, that would be the ideal goal. It's like, all right, I have this anthology series where, like, man, you're just gonna keep seeing a whole bunch of random different ones with the titular Psychic Homie, and then I'll have a main series that's like ongoing at the same time. Maybe I'll do one monthly and do the other one weekly if I could, if possible, or from monthly to like, I'll do like yearly and then monthly if I can do that. However my production value goes, then that's pretty much how it is. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm dropping shit. I'm dropping shit that, you know what I'm saying, I haven't really, talked about. So I'm talking. Let me. Maybe it's because you know what I'm saying, I'm off that pack, that loud pack, that Tatusha pack. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm off that. I don't know. I'm up here yapping. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really want. Let me not say that. Probably more I want to talk about, but yeah, man, been working on the series a long time. I hope people are enjoying it. I hope y'all are enjoying this art. Hope y'all keep tuning in. Hope y'all keep supporting. You know what I'm saying? This is a really dope thing. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's real. No AI. Authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like support real artists type shit. So shit, motherfucking, no shade. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna turn this to a podcast in this way. No shade. But some of your favorites, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say what. Some of your favorites are supporting and following AI pages. Just saying. Some of your favorites are. I'm gonna just say that. And like, I've seen that today. And so I'm like, all those same people who had that outrage, this specific individual, I didn't really see him have outrage towards it. But I'm like, some of your faves are. I'm just saying. So, if you want to support a real artist, support your boy. Support Art by Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with us. Real shit. I just had to pop my shit, man. Maybe I clock that T. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been a long journey to get here. Yeah, I went from not posting anything, getting caught up with some bullshit that don't even have nothing to do with, telling my story. And now I'm locking in, and I'm clocking that T. I'm going through my save shit just because I'm like, I usually save shit, so I'm like, alright, maybe I want to talk about this today. That's one thing I can say. One thing I'm planning on too is adding a 6th character. And then maybe eventually having 9, and that being like the main. I don't want to say main, but like the next. If I'm at 5, the next 4 characters will be very important. I'll say that. Speaking of loud pack about the name, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to, you know what I need to do. I'm about to roll up. You know what I'm saying? Roll up real quick. Yup. I put out a little bit. That video I put out was fucking funny. I'm trying to find different ways of like marketing myself. So I'm just like, put out a little dance video or whatever. I think that was funny to get people to tune into the stream, and it actually kind of worked. 2 or 3 people joined, and I was just like, oh shit, So I'm trying to be as interactive as I can and try to like really get this shit out of it. The Psychic Homie, man, it means so much to me, and I just want to share it with the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point to where I want to share it with the world. Before I was like, this is my shit. I don't give a fuck about nobody. And to a degree, I really kind of, I low-key kind of still feel that way. I'm not being as selfish, but like, I want to tell the story that I want to tell. In that regard, I'm going to tell the story that I want to tell, no matter what. Regardless of like, if people don't fuck with it or if it offends people, like, I don't care about that. One thing that I was always worried about, I was like, damn, like, if Kishimoto saw my work, or if Oda saw my work, or whoever I looked to saw my work, it wouldn't like, fuck that. I don't care. Like, I'm going to tell the story I want to tell. I'm going to draw the characters how I want them to be drawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I will say this, try my best to respect that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my series being based off of real life. I want to make sure that the people that I represent, you know what I'm saying, or represent within my series is like done to the most realist, because also it's my perception, it's my view on reality. So I'm just like, I want to be able to look at my work and be like, yeah, that's real shit that's happened to me in my life, but I depicted it in a respectable way. You know what I'm saying? While also paying respect to things like, comedy and dark humor. So it's like there are things like social commentary that I want within my series to talk about, like kind of like Boondocks. Some people, one episode of Boondocks would have been fine, but the other episode would be kind of offensive. You might get that out of Psychic. Trust and believe Radio Lotus tell us these topics that people probably will be uncomfortable with. But hey, oh well, it's a story. I'm trying to tell that. Hey, that It's a story I'm trying to tell that may help someone out. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it should go without saying, but that's something, me personally, I've been fighting with the most. You know, I will say that I have, had to make compromises and had to, change certain things up because, like, I try to make it the most marketable it could be. And I got to a point where I was like, all right, this is the most I'm willing to do. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to, when it came to combining all the stories, that was me like, all right, let me be realistic. And then, like, it went from me, let's be realistic, to like, let's also, make sure that this is something that everybody can, not everybody, but as much as I can, let me see if people will have a character to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, it was like really just Devontae and Hakeem. It was just like a bromance. Tara wasn't important at all. And then I was like, I don't want to do that because one, she looks cooler. Yeah, she looks way cooler. So I was like, let me go ahead and this is someone I enjoy drawing that I didn't really think that I was gonna enjoy drawing. And then I was like, oh yeah, she's like, especially based off her first sketch. I was like, all right, I can do better. Then once that happened, I was like, all right, I like this character more. She needs more story. So once I got to the point with all three of them, I was like, all right, this is the balance, and then everything else kind of like weighs in on that. Devontae is how most of the young adults, males, are gonna look, while also Hakeem being like, yeah, those were that's what the other young adults are gonna look like, the male adults, but also he's slightly more feminine, so it's like I can draw female characters, and there's actually a female character that I drew recently that kind of favors Hakeem. So it's like there's other characters that can look like him as well. And then Tara's like how most of, at least the attractive women, are going to look like the Namis of the series. That's what they're gonna look like. And it goes all the way to even Milzo. Milzo is what all the adult males are mostly gonna look like, at least the ones that are like, attractive. And it's the same thing with Professor Oak. He may be like an older, like, these are what all the, 50 and up. And I need to do the same thing with, for the females. But yeah. So when it comes to the design, I'm trying to simplify it. If you can see, it's like I'm trying to simplify it in a way so I'm just like, alright, I don't want to be like One Piece. Let me not say that, but One Piece has a lot of diverse characters. So I'm like, I know I can go crazy with the diversity, but I want to like have a root of like this to simplify it. Like, let me just mess around with that. You might see characters that look like Hakeem that have like the same type of hairstyle as like Devontae. You might see like, a female character that looks like Hakeem, but then like have the hairstyle of how Tara would have. Like, that's how I kind of mix match things. And even if it even looks weird, I'm like, oh, fuck it, like, this is just what it is. Because I want to cut costs on like animation and stuff like that. Like, that's in my head at least the reason why. If you tuned into this shit, nigga, you got some tips, tricks, nigga. I'm dropping gems if you lock the fuck in, take some notes. But yeah, that's really why I designed the characters that way, and like going forward how I see it. Yes, there will be outliers. There'll be ugly, grotesque characters. There'll be big characters. There'll be, I plan on doing all different types. But then like if you see a character that, just know that that's probably a main character. Not like a main character, but like say that the main group, Devontae, Hakeem run into another group of people, and then you're like, who's the leader? If he looks like Devontae or Hakeem, that's probably going to be like your, context clues on this character is going to be important. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's how it makes it, like, in my head. Like, that's how I identify who's important and who's not, So yeah. That's why, like, in the first, if you were here in the first stream, that's when I was like, oh, this is a Devontae light character, because he's drawn with these hoop type of these oval eyes and like this type of pupil or eyelash or whatever. That's why he's drawn that way. You know what I'm saying? And if he probably had, he had block eyebrows. It's because you know, either, you know, that could be just Devontae with braids, I'm not gonna lie, but it can also be another character, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was kind of messing around with and trying to unify that, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure that every character archetype looks that way. Question, is Hakeem the only character with psychic abilities? No. Hakeem, I'll say it. This is something I can give away. Hakeem is not the only psychic homie, but like he is the only psychic homie. If you catch my drift, there are other psychics for sure, but Hakeem is the only psychic homie. Let me say that. In volume 1, he's that like that's kind of like what I addressed. But yeah, I'm over here talking in volumes. I ain't even let me slow down. I need to get to a panel first before I start talking about volume. But yeah, that there are other psychics. I get what you mean. I think. Yeah, so it's like I don't want to say it again, but I'm like, you know, there's other psychics, but there's only one psychic homie. And that's something I plan on messing around with as well. If you kind of catch my drift, like, I'm gonna mess around with that title specifically. Because there are I'll say this kind of will give a bigger hint. There are other types of homies. There's a character I'm working on. I call him the Crystal Homie. You know, he's a crystal homie. So it's like, you guessed it, he's into crystals. You know, he's into that crystal spirituality. So, and all thanks to this character right here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's kind of like Luffy in that sense, where he like will give you a nickname, and that's what kind of sticks as your title. You know, he's the original, but everyone else don't compare him. Yeah, he is. He's the original. You know, there was others before him, not other psychic homies, you know what I'm saying? There were other psychics before him who kind of embodied what it was to be a psychic homie, for sure. I'll say that. Yeah, there's characters that I haven't even drawn yet that have like super importance to the story, which is like crazy. But yeah, something I'm doing now is like working on that. Getting all my old ideas, getting all my new ideas, and like finding where they can meet in the middle, and like really kind of like, you know, trimming the fat on what I don't need to use at all and what's like important to the story. So that's something I'm actively working on. I'm kind of going, I have like stuff I wrote on paper from when I was 15, like from 2012, from like all the way back then. Like I graduated, I think 2010, 2012. So it's like 16, 15. I have voice notes from all the way back then. Like I haven't even touched the voice notes from all the way back then. So it's like, if you can imagine, for the last 15 years of like constantly adding to that, yeah, it's a lot, you know. So, you know, and it's just cutting away the things that don't. I'm pretty, like, one thing that gives me solace, sounds like to me, you got everything planned out. Yeah, but I also want to, it's like, there's a plan, but there's also like the feeling of like, I'm going to just free ball the plan as well. So it's just like, I know it needs to happen, I know the beginning, I know the end, but like how I get there is interchangeable right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when it comes to I'm working on the actual physical notes. That's almost done, probably by the end of this, you know, Streamapalooza. I need to give this a name, honestly. Sketch My Way Back, that's what it's called for now, but you know, I can work on it, change it. Yeah, so by the end of that, I'll get it all done, release the paperback, and then I'm gonna start working on the voice notes. And once I get the voice notes, we're done, because I got everything else, all my notes off my iPad, my iPhone, all that's consolidated. once I finally get everything together, I'll have like the holy Bible of psychic homie and be able to be like, all right, well, how are we gonna get there? Maybe we're gonna skip to this chapter to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Skip to this part of psychic homie and show this verse. Like, that's kind of how I want to work it. And based off, like, you know, because that's why social commentary is important to me. So I'm just like, I want to be able to have the freedom to be like, all right, this is something that I don't necessarily want to put out right now. This is probably where I need to go first. You know what I'm saying? Or this part of the story no longer serves me. So yeah. And then maybe, like, you know, in the future, I can just, you know, do some side story shit if I ever want to come back to that idea again. But yeah, I dropped shit. Like I said, if you watch this stream, you have a pretty good idea of the direction of this series. You know, if you didn't know before, if you're kind of questioning, all right, where's the series all going? You know what I'm saying? You have a grand idea now of how the characters relate to each other. Yeah, creation of psychic industry. I mean, at this point, you might as well. You know what I'm saying? It's really in the making for real. So yeah, this shit is about redemption. This shit is about motherfucking coming to terms, you know what I'm saying, spiritually, mentally, you know, with how you feel about perception, like, you know, and other people's perception. That's just all of this. It's about so much. But yeah. Fucking with this. But yeah, now as we come to a close, we did 2 hours today. Maybe 2 hours is gonna be the norm. Name option for the stream series. Okay, yeah. Creation site. That's good. Man, shit. If I did it by episodes, this would be, you know what I'm saying, that episode. Spiritual. But yeah, let me bring this shit to a close. I want to make a smoothie. I'm hungry again. Let me go ahead and say this. I appreciate everybody that showed up. You know what I'm saying? Who tapped in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Spread the word. Spread, you know what I'm saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell everybody. Share, like, comment, subscribe. If you've seen this on Instagram, make sure you drop a follow. Turn on the notifications. YouTube, same thing. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share. You've been here riding through Twitch. You're my day ones. If you hell yeah, definitely got the munchies. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got the munchies. If you've been here the whole time since the beginning of the stream, you're a fucking real one. You know, regardless of what time you showed up, as long as you've been here chilling, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? This will be on TikTok. One day I'm gonna figure out a way to stream on all three. I heard Restream can do that, but I'm gonna figure out to stream on all three. All four if possible. But if I can figure out how to stream on all three, I want to start streaming on TikTok as well, so you guys can all kind of get in on this. But if not, you guys are gonna get some clips. Make sure you like and reshare those. I'd appreciate it. And you know, I just seen it right now. I am on X, but I never use it. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. I never use Twitter, like, you know. So if I start seeing that I get a following on there, if there's people that really want me to be on there a lot, I might start interacting on there. But for now, I'm really focusing on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. I also post on Tumblr, if you got that too, and Blue Sky. So those 5, I always post clips and everything, the most cool clips or whatever. Honestly, been random for the last couple streams, but you know, that's kind of the workflow. Shout outs to all the homies in the you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Arizona homies. Shout out to everybody in Houston who's been fucking with me. Shout out to everybody in New York who's been fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Discord. Shout out my pops. Shout out my mama. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are my biggest fans. Y'all the biggest benefactors. Shout out to my sister. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to little, she just had a kid. Shout out to little Bobby. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, you don't need a search follow. Okay, man. So there. You just think that we 5K or 10K followers. Like, goddamn. Gatekeeping. Damn. It is what it is. We'll keep streaming on whatever platform that'll allow us. Yeah, I think that's everybody. You know, I just want to say that I'm forever grateful to be able to even do this. I'm forever grateful to be able to spend the next, you know, however months actually doing this. If I make it to 6 months doing this, I'm forever grateful. For sure. I'm glad I woke up today. Gotta thank God. You know what I'm saying? Thank a higher power. You know what I'm saying? That I'm becoming the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that y'all are doing that too. Just know that this is a safe space. Make sure to check out the socials. If you want to join the Discord, send me an invite, because I know I don't have that, you know, Discord thing where, you know, you just have the, you know, thing that lasts forever and then people can join. But if you want to join the Discord and be in here while I'm streaming and, you know, be a part of the process, let me know. I'll send you an invite. That's facts. Let me speak. I am, you know what I'm saying? I am gonna make it. We are gonna make it. 6 months, that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Art Vaughn is my accountability partner. He's making sure I speak the right shit into existence. We are gonna make it. I'm gonna make it there. 6 months. I can't wait to see when we're on day. I think that's gonna be like, I don't know, 100 or something. I don't even know. We gon' be there. Shit, that's a lot of characters. That's a lot of characters. But I got a lot of catching up to do, so we gonna do it. There might be other same, different poses and shit, other different ways, fan art, whatever. I hope y'all are excited just as much as I am. I got a lot to live up to now. But yeah, like I said, this is a safe place. If you want to join the Discord, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Gonna definitely try to make it become part of the routine, and that's something I'll kind of go over with y'all too. Kind of let y'all know my routine and how I, you know, start my day and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting the real behind the scenes of a real creator. So again, shout outs to God, shout outs to the fam, shout out to the homies. And I hope that you guys become a homie as well. You see what I did there? I'm weak! Alright then, y'all.